Hi, I'm going to show you how to record this script in Jmeter using proxy settings. Let me share my desktop. So this is the Jmeter screen. I'm going to set up for the Jmeter, so set up the scripting to be done by Jmeter. The step number one, I have to set it up the proxy settings in IE, and that you can already refer the document which I circulated how to do your settings in IE or in any browser. You need to go to the LAN settings and change the port number along with the proxy server as localhost. That setting is already done in my system, and I'm in Jmeter. I'm going to click on test plan and click add threads and thread group. Once a thread group is created, under the thread group, click on add, click on logic controller. I'm going to record it, so I'm going to use recording controller here. And in workbench, let me right click on workbench and select non-test elements and select HTTPS script test script recorder. So once I'm done, the same port number, what are the port number I used in the browser, I'm going to use it here. And in browser I used 8889, and grouping I should make it as put each group in a new transaction controller. So this means all the request or similar request will be under one particular transaction. For example, when I click homepage, homepage may have multiple requests. So all these requests will be consolidated and placed under one transaction controller that we will see anyhow after the recording is complete. Now I'm going to click on add suggested excludes. What does it mean is some of the suggested excludes are JS files, that is JavaScript file, and GIF files, JPE files, PNG files. Those are all client based request which never goes to server side. Any performance testing tool help us to get the server response time from a request made from the client. But these are the calls which never goes to server, and even if you have it, and it will not be added value and it will not be considered for the performance. So it is always good to have add suggested excludes. So once you are done, I'm going to click on start button. I'll get a pop-up message as root CA certificate to be installed. I already installed the certificate. If at all you are doing recording for the first time, you will get this message and you need to go back to Jmeter bin directory. There you will find a file called Apache Jmeter temporary root ca.crt. You just need to follow the navigation. Just click on next, next, next and finish. So the certificate will be installed, that is specifically for Jmeter. If that certificate is not installed, you cannot record in Jmeter. Even after you install also, whenever you click on start button, you will get this message, but you can simply ignore it if you are sure about the certificate is already imported. So once you click on start, once you click on OK, the start button will be disabled and stop button is enabled. It means you can record now. So I'm going to launch the browser. So in this browser, I'm going to use one of the sample application. So I launched the web page now. It is giving me the home page. So what do I do as a real-time tester? We need to go back to Jmeter, and then let me go back to Jmeter. So we need to go back to Jmeter and we need to see under recording controller. See, recording controller looks like this. You need to click on this button and need to make sure the recording controller is recording whatever the call it is. Guys, please understand, basically if you set up the proxy server and if you set up the same port number in Jmeter, you are allowing Jmeter to capture whatever the call goes through your browser. So now click on one by one. This is something server name which is not related to the application, and this is also not related to applications. What in the real time people does is they just select all this. Since they are sure about this is not the application, you can simply go and click on delete, select it, delete it. So these two calls, see, this is the server name. I have used IP address to contact server, so this is correct, and second one is this is also correct. So my recording successfully started and I'm able to record my home page. So what is the next step? I need to again, one of the best practices, see this transaction controller. So transaction controller, this is not what I did. I manually did it. it is done by the Jmeter. Since put each group in a new transaction controller, this transaction controller is automatically created. Under home page you have multiple requests. It is all comes under one transaction controller. So this transaction controller, I'm going to name it. The naming convention should be followed in any recording. WT. This is home page and this is a transaction. So I made sure this. See now, under home page I have two transactions. So home page is done and now I'm going to follow the next steps. After the home page, I'm going to click on a button called sign up now. So let me click on sign up now and I'll go back again to Jmeter. So once I click on sign up, excuse me guys, let me go through the other steps. I'm going to click on testing 0023. Password is test, confirm test. First name is Yo-Yo, last name is Yo-Yo again, state testing, any number, and I'm going to click on continue now. So let me go back and check in Jmeter whether any recording has happened. See here under recording controller, yes, the recording is happening. This is the first recording, this is the first one. I have not changed the transaction controller name. This is for the click on signing and this is for the entering the details. Okay, so this is for the click on sign in. Click sign up. These are the requests for click sign up and this is for enter details and click continue button. Enter details and continue transactions. Here I need to change it as transaction. Guys, are you able to follow me now? Yep. So here there are 3 transactions done. Let me go back again to Chrome. I got the messages, thank you, testing, blah, etc, etc. Then I got one more button called continue. If I click continue, this also get recorded there. So click continue and then I clicked on sign off. So 2 transactions is done. Basically whenever you do one transaction, go back to Jmeter and clean up if any unwanted request is generated. This case I'm sure it may not. So anyway, if it is generated also, I will delete it, remove it and make a complete clean script. So let me go back to Jmeter now. So there are 2 other transaction is done. I think it's, so that's the reason why I wanted you to come back. See, there is some confusion here because it is all recorded in one transaction controller itself. So what you need to basically do is you need to come back one more time and then make sure it is recording correctly. This is continue to. Now I'm not able to understand which one is for login, but in you, that's not a big deal now. So I have recorded home page, click sign up, entering details and continue to button. Right, there are 4 transactions done. I know I have completed sign up also, but unfortunately sign up is also recorded in one transaction controller. What I should have done is I should have come back to Jmeter once I clicked a continue button and then I need to create a transaction controller. I need to change the transaction controller and then I should have gone back for the sign up, but that is not a matter. When you are doing, you need to make sure whatever the steps you do, come back to Jmeter and then record it. So now, so this is what recording happened in Jmeter. Thank you.